Well, I was able to tighten all the screws on that chair and got it pretty ship shape. But this one, I noticed that this joint and this joint were coming out. And when I took the screw out for here to remove this piece, I noticed that this was kind of fell apart. So yeah, I'm gonna let this dry. So I've got this belt really tight here. And I got that glued in there, and then I got this pushed against here so that this one glues in the right position. And clean up the extra glue. Then we have to do something here, and I think I need to put like a nail, drill a hole in either side, and kind of crutches on there. Unfortunately, the screw goes right through the middle here, so the glue failed. Somebody tried to glue it back together, but well, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so we let this dry for a couple days, and I'm hitting it with 50 grit and the belt sander. And what I'm trying to do here is not just clean it up, but I'm trying to level it. So see how this road goes up and down, but we're only going about this far, so I don't really care about the outside because the table's not going to extend past. So I took the distance that the table's longer and divided it in half, which came out with about 27, which means that's right this area right here. So that's where I'm concerned. And then I think it's 3 feet, so it's 1.5 feet in. Well, maybe it's not. No, it can't be that far. I got to measure that, but I'm not going all the way to the end. So I need this, like this part right here is fairly flat. It doesn't rock. So that's what we're doing. This is just a bulk remover, and you can see it's just making piles. So that's nice. And then I'm going to have to do the same thing up here. This one's actually not bad, but if you go all the way, you can see there's a little bit of daylight. So probably going to have to take care of this edge maybe a little bit. Not sure. I haven't got it yet. So this is the back side. I think I'm done sanding. I think I got to sand everywhere. I am wearing a mask this time. Seems like a prudent thing to do. This is the good side, the other side. So I think we're gonna kind of blow the dust out and clean the dust off, and maybe even put a finish coat on there. I don't know. It's awfully dusty in here. I even got dust up there. Yeah, she's dusty everywhere. Okay, well, this is the first coat. It's a lot more work than I thought it would be. It's like putting on paste wax. So you take your lint-free cloth, aka ripped up t-shirt, dip it in, and it's gooey. Then you rub it in. And you keep on rubbing. And here's about a 1 foot square section done. So, yep, I'll keep going. Then you wait an hour, then you rub it out again. Then you wait 24 hours and you coat again, I guess. But, damn, for the bad side, this is looking really good. And I didn't sand very well here. This is actually a dip. And I got scratch marks in here, but I knew that was the case. Again, it's the bottom side. But we definitely got to get a coat or something on here. So back to it. Okay, well, that's the first coat on the back side. The stuff I'm using is called Tried and True. It's for indoor use, food and skin contact. It's linseed oil and beeswax, and it's thick. But so far, I've learned a couple things, and that's why I did the backside, of course, first. One is this actually fills scratches, which is good, but I definitely need to buff out the dark areas, sand the dark areas. I purposely didn't sand this a lot because, again, it's the backside, but this will definitely enhance. So what I mean by that is if I took the mineral spirits, it would darken everything, but it would be equally dark. Like this area wouldn't be as dark, but the surrounding area would be dark. This would. So I definitely got to sand some more. And the dark areas are where the epoxy was, though it isn't that bad. Like, except for like here and here, you can't, or over here, you can't really tell there's epoxy. Now here you can. This area is a little weird because there's a crack and actually got wet before the tree was even cut down. The other area I noticed is like the grain is weird here. It's hard to see, but I'm not sure. I didn't do 120. I did 100 grit. I probably should have done 120, but again, it's the backside. So we got to let this sit for an hour. Then we buff it, wait 24 hours. I'm going to put another coat on. Probably going to have her move, not park here tomorrow night, move this over there. Then I'm going to hit the backside of this. So I'm going to flip it over here and do the same thing. So all this epoxy I sanded smooth. A couple things I've learned. One is that thing rocks. Two, belt sander is really good. It really takes off a lot. So I use that a fair amount. And my really good sander, the other thing I learned is I like to use a screen, but the screen wears out the Velcro. And there's a special pad that goes between them. And turns out that that one comes with it. It's this. So it's hook and loop on one side, which of course is now sticking like mad to the, that was a fail. But it's smooth on the other side for the mesh. So it's like a scratchy screen door that just rubs. The cool thing is it doesn't clog anywhere as much because it's not like paper. And it works really well, except it turns out on my $200 sander, it wears out the Velcro because it's the Velcro isn't exposed and it literally melts the Velcro. So this one is a little bit screwed up, but it still sticks. That one, hopefully I didn't screw it up, but I don't want to buy those when these are much cheaper and that doesn't have that problem. And again, it's ironic that my little sander, though, that was 200 and that was like 170, so it wasn't that cheap. But this is a better sander, but it's electric. So, okie dokie. Well, anyhow, I think I'm going to go wash my hands. This stuff stinks. Kind of like beeswax and linseed oil. It's weird. Oh, because I've been running the kerosene heater in here, it's just been raining on this, and every time it goes up, it drips all over the place, including that. So, yay. Oh, you gotta like this. High clean value. Sitting out in the middle of nowhere. You can even smell the odor of whatever this is. Some sort of finger polish. So I picked Bob up from the orphanage, and well, he has to sit up front because there's all sorts of crap everywhere else. Let's not get in an accident with Bob. So yeah, Bob likes the Cure. I can tell because I see him shaking. I think he's shaking to the music. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully we'll get Bob home safe. He hasn't said a word. I think this guy wants in. You want in? Treats? Nope, guess not. I can tell with that one. Okay, so this is the side I coated one coat yesterday. I went ahead and sanded all this down. Again, this is the bottom side. So I'm going to put a coat on here, and then I'm going to put a coat on there. I'm probably actually going to come by and fill some more epoxy holes. Now, by putting the coating on there once or twice and then doing it, hopefully I can wipe it off and not leave a huge mess. Oh, there's my helper. Hi, helper. How she stays white and such a dirty little pig, I don't understand. Good update on this thing. The new one, the replacement, lasted 4 hours, and then it died. So we're just going to take that back and ask for our money back. I had one lasted 5 years, and the other one lasted 2 weeks, and then this lasted like 4 hours. So there you got some quality control issues there. Was cheap, but it wasn't that cheap. So we're taking back. So anyhow, yep, we're gonna coat on this. Gave Joe a lot of room. I flipped these around so that by having the crack down the middle, I can work around it now. I can kind of get over here and get over here without bumping into things, and I can reach over. So, and I don't have to reach over as much. So that's good. So I guess I better turn the heat on and close the door. Now what is it doing? I don't know. I did do some dust blowing off. Well, there's dust over there, but I got this area and kind of blew it out a little bit. So then I opened up the door over there and turned the fan on and just kind of for about 15 minutes. So all good. Okay, well, she finally came. This was supposed to come last Tuesday. So it's a 55-inch, and then 2 connectors. There's one on either side. There's one in here on the opposite side, screwed in there. So yeah, this is plenty long enough now. I needed 155, but I just bought 2. So now I can trim this up, because if you look, it's not flush in the middle and not flush down there. So we'll be able to square that up. Obviously, I didn't need this length for this cut here, but I needed it for this. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. So last Saturday, my car started making a grinding sound in the back, and so I took the fronts off because it sounded like the front, but there's nothing wrong with the front. But the back one's got a little problem. One, never had this happen. This actually delaminated. This is what it's supposed to look like. So I still had some meat there. This side, however, was just completely missing. So these are Bosch's. I had these in stock. I don't know why I have them in stock. I usually have to order parts. I just went to my bin and there they were. So apparently I bought them at some other point. So hopefully these will last a little bit longer. Went ahead and I cleaned up on this and made the surfaces clean there and there, so these will move easily. And I got to push the piston back and get this back on the road. Obviously, I got to do the other side, because if this side's falling apart, that side is falling apart too. But definitely at the front. I did find front pits too, so apparently I'm prepared for something. Well, the other ones, there's more meat to them, but as I took them apart, they fell apart. This one also fell apart, and I was just prying with the screwdriver, so they definitely need to be replaced. And you always replace all 4 at the same time. So she's all buttoned back up. I'd take her for a test drive, but somebody's Prius is blocking me. So, but definitely should be better. So one of my many tasks is to bathe the dogs. So Spike just got a bath. He gets a little oatmeal shampoo and some de-stink shampoo. Then bring him up here and we use the hair dryer on him. He has really, really fine hair like a human, and it's not fun to cut. So then we try to trim his nails. I did that earlier this week. This thing just kind of chomps down on it, and he pulls and focus. We use this to kind of clean out his hair. He does not like getting his hair dried. He's very adamant about that and shows me in several ways. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim around his beak. Come here, get. And get this out so he's not chewing on his hair, and trim around his feet a little bit, and call it a day. Bob got a bath. Look what I just found shoved up his ass. They put this up his butt. They put this down his throat. I think it's called a Cuban necktie or something. I don't know. This is pretty violent. A tradition that we move something heavy. And my daughters don't have any boyfriends at the moment.
Shut the fuck up.
You don't know what I've got going on, actually.
Fucking
Boyfriends are smart.
You know what, Dad? Where is your
They're in
boyfriend?
the closet.
Because this seems like a very regretful. How many times did you measure?
I'm my own boyfriend.
Well, I measured once, but I cut
Is that
twice.
sad?
So we're gonna just pick this up and move it over there, and then slip it right up there.
Who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket.
Well, I don't have. I might, but I can't get to my pockets right now.
Is that because you didn't think this through?
Okay.
Life of the dad.
Video done. Video
I would
done.
like to.
Why would
I would like to add the context.
ever
of Dad's
stop?
harassing me after my heart was broken.
Can you come down?
How?
Is this helpful?
We're going to pick it up and just move it right over there. We're just gonna, but we need.
No, Talia is doing that, not Mom.
That's an
You need to
incredibly
figure
bad
out-
choice.
But your mother can
Can't wait
watch.
to do it. Come on, what are
Or
we
Talia,
doing?
do you want to hold it up here and I can help? I don't want to do any of this.
So we need 2 people there to receive. Well, it's just a pick down. That's not a pick up.
That's
I
not
hate
true.
it. Let's do it.
Okay, but
We need one more person.
yes, that's where your mother comes in. Look how happy she is. She's got that look of happiness.
Family.
Do you? That's honestly fair. Sophie, you're young. You could come down here.
I could, but I literally just destroyed my back shoveling.
I don't know why that sounds so fake. I believe you, but I've just been shoveling
Barely any snow
hard.
out there,
It was
Sophie.
30 feet of snow! My driveway is almost as long as ours.
Okay.
I forgot to add the wheel distance in.
All right, so what are we doing?
We're just picking.
We're not
up-
screaming, just what do you
We're just
want us
picking
to
this
do?
up the way it is right now.
Picking it up?
Yes, and sliding it over to you. You guys, take your hands out of your pocket.
I don't want
Because I don't want to do this.
I don't
Well,
think
then
this
at
is gonna
least
work.
let's-
Ow! Could you tell me when we start?
Move
It
it
seems
over.
like a
Okay, wait a minute.
horrible
Are we
plan.
taking it off of the...
Yeah, let's take it off this thing.
No.
Yes.
Dad, actually though, how about I switch with Mom?
Yeah, that seems like a way better choice.
Because I don't think I'm gonna be
Does anybody know what's
doing
happening?
anything heavy right here.
Agreed.
Okay, but can we slide this off?
No.
I think losing the truck is the smartest thing. Then everything flows.
I don't think it's gonna.
I would argue very few parts of this are smart.
Okay. Once we remove this, I can lift this up. We can remove the hand truck out of the way. Then it will fit right down here, and then it will just go as planned.
That sounds like wishful thinking.
Dad, do you see how you have gloves?
There's
I'm trying to unloosen it.
There's a multitude of gloves.
Oh, this is not fun.
Do you want less tension or more tension?
More.
No, Dad, genuinely, because I'm not gonna be able to hold
Go
on to it.
get.
if
There's
you get
gloves everywhere. Go grab
No,
a
I
pair
don't
of
think the
gloves.
gloves are actually gonna help though.
I do think it's the right choice for Mom and Liv to switch.
I don't
Okay.
know that I can get back up there, though.
So
That is a
once we
dilemma.
remove the hand truck, I can just put it right down here, and then we can
Okay,
come
well,
back
I'm trying to
this
get the
after
hand
some-
truck piece
Okay.
off.
Okay, I hear that, Dad.
It's acceptable just to cut it off near the hook. Go grab some scissors. They're in the thing over there at the top. You just cut it out.
Do we
You
wanna?
just cut it out.
That's what she said.
No, I just said it.
You are a she.
Today.
What are you even gonna put in
My
You.
my feelings.
Wait.
I'm gonna have a lifetime supply of space.
there? I feel like
Yeah, these
the only
scissors
thing
suck
this looks
ass.
like
They're
is-
for cutting small children. They're not for cutting this.
Small children.
What do you think I do
Grandpa
these
of the
days?
Year award over here.
Ugh.
Okay. Sophie, get the meat scissors.
There's a
Just kidding,
multitude of
I'm really
knives up
strong.
there.
Well, if somebody pulls it taut, it's way easier.
Okay, Mom, it's okay to take my strength away.
No, you
Okay, I'm still a little shaky on what it is we're doing now that it's off.
Okay.
Fuck
We're-
around and find
I'm-
out.
I'm
We're gonna
lifting-
lift, and then Talia's gonna pull out the hand truck.
Ooh.
One.
What?
No, we're not ready yet. Because I
That-
gotta get my
It's
privates
gonna
in
be
the right
really hard
place.
to get the hand truck.
What are you gonna do to this guy?
Alright, do you wanna come up one?
Do you have any purchase? Okay, I'm just gonna pick it up like
Ow!
this. Okay, we gotta
That's
slide
my
it over.
bone, my literal bone!
Seems like an incredibly poorly thought out plan.
Owie, I hurt myself. Ow!
What?
My body, my human body, you were putting this whole thing on? Just
Okay.
that.
You're
Kind
getting
of a
real
dick
close
to not getting
territory.
any more help.
Just as you planned, right, Dad?
Yes, exactly. I told you we'd have to distance.
This is gonna look great right here. here is a good spot for it.
And now we're good.
Okay, bye.
Spike.
Don't look at me.
Where do you want this to be?
Because maybe we can.
Your mother, but we're gonna put it someplace new.
Where are you putting it? Right there. It goes right there.
Just leave that be. Just come here.
There's not room in there.
We'll come look.
We're all having a great time. Everybody. I've been videoing the
It's too
whole
tall
thing.
to fit.
All that I actually.
She'll meet us tomorrow in the city.
It's been up all day. It started this day at 3 a.m. and just continued. And now it's dead tired at 6 o'clock. Cat cam.
She's had a hard day. She's done so much hard things.
So the 1 year I have nothing to do with the network guy negotiates. Lots of room. We'll see how much stuff he has in here by the end of the week. He's got a nice little crate with a unified 10 gig stuff and a UPS built in. And then this is new. I got one of these. She's got a little sensor on there. That's at work. I use that at home. Those are nice. Well, it's Saturday morning. We got the table set up, the gantry set up, the covers mostly done. I left before Ron, so I'm sure he's finished everything. Now the demonstrators come. They always have little questions like, how come my computer doesn't work? Or where do I plug in to get the interwebs? Or I want to load these 10,000 images that I grabbed yesterday from a random source. So yeah, that'll be fun. Or how come my token doesn't work that I haven't re-energized in 3 years? We're off to the left.